stop, stop. Go. And go.
Tehran back in January. He finally has the world title he so desperately craves, and now he has the fight he so desperately wants. Loves Pacquiao, feels like he's one of the greatest of all time, says this is his dream fight, Chris, but it's only a dream if he can beat Pac-Man. How does he do it tonight?
He's got to land that right hand. His straight right hand is his power punch. His left hand is good too, but he's got to make sure he doesn't get overtaken by the energy and the event. He needs to make sure he's dealing with the angles that Pacquiao is surely going to be cutting. And really, he's got to make sure he's got to blunt that speed using his jab.
And he was very blunt in the fighter interviews. I said, can you win a fight if it goes the distance against Pacquiao? And he said it doesn't matter. It's not going to go the distance against Manny Pacquiao. Matthysse nearly a 2-1 underdog in Las Vegas, even though he is league champion. Here's our tale of the tape for the WBA World Championship. Lucas Matthysse and Manny Pacquiao, both 5'6.5" but over the Argentinian with a 2-inch reach advantage over one of the greatest southpaws to ever step inside the ring. And now for the official introductions into the ring, and Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Axiata Arena, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, let's get this party started. MP Promotions, in association with Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, proudly present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Welterweight Championship of the World. And it's sponsored by Pac Token, kryptonizing popularity through GCOEX, and Philippine Airlines, the official airlines of Team Pacquiao. Sanctioned by the Malaysia Professional Boxing Organization. Commissioners, Mr. Matthew Fritz Gaston, Dr. Nasser Cruz, and Mr. Giovanni Menez. WBA President, Senor Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Supervisor for the WBA, Senor Renzo Bagnarial. Filipino Games and Amusement Commissioner, Mr. Mar Masangit. And your 3 judges assigned at ringside. First, from the International Boxing Hall of Fame by way of South Africa, Mr. Stanley Christodoulou. From Australia, Mr. Derek Miller. From the United States, Mr. Glenn Feldman. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, World Championship veteran Kenny Bayless. And now, the fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. The officials are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, the challenger wearing white and officially weighing in at 146 pounds. His professional record, 59 victories, including 38 wins by knockout, 7 defeats and 2 draws. He's a future Hall of Fame fighter, the 10-time world champion, 4-time welterweight champion of the world from Sarangani Province, the Philippines, the fighting legend of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao. And fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black with yellow, official weight 146.7 pounds. His professional record, 39 victories, 36 of those 39 wins by knockout. With 4 defeats, he is one of the greatest knockout punchers in welterweight championship history. Damas y caballeros, de Chuban, Argentina, the reigning, defending WBA welterweight champion of the world, Lucas the Machina Matthysse.
Okay, fighter-in-chief. Fighter-in-chief. Chief? Okay, Lucas, Manny, trunks are good on both sides. Anything on the waist is considered a low blow. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Again, I want to caution you to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say, you must obey. Good luck, touch them up, and God bless. Touch them up. Buenas suerte.
The crowd has come alive. There's Lucas Matthysse. 36 of his 39 professional fights have been won by knockout. Does this man still possess the Manny magic, or will Malaysia be the final stop of Pacquiao's legendary career? Here we go. Pac-Man versus the Machine for the WBA World Welterweight Championship. 2 of Mathisse's 4 professional losses have come to southpaws, Chris.
Yeah, Zab Judah and Devin Alexander back in the 140-pound division. But Matthysse dropped both of them in those fights.
Pacquiao said, listen, Mathisse's going to come to me. I don't have to go to him. Both men predicting knockout tonight, even though Pacquiao hasn't won by stoppage in 9 years. He beat Miguel Cotto back in 2009. One-two there from Matthysse.
Pacquiao's landed a couple right hand early that seemed to shake Matthysse up a little.
Pacquiao said he was confident he could knock out Matthysse because he feels that Matthysse is coming up in weight, that he's just as big and just as strong as the Machine. But a lot of fighters who've gone into fights against the Argentinian with that mentality end up on their backs. Pacquiao's been in there with some of the biggest and the best in the world as he's coming forward now, Chris.
Yeah, Pacquiao seems to be controlling the pace right now, and where the fight is fought, he's definitely the ring general in there at the moment. Good body work there by Pacquiao.
And a good jab, a stiff one from Matthysse.
Surprised to see Pacquiao fighting with such flat feet. He's really walking Matthysse down.
He didn't fear Mathisse's power at all. At least that's what he told us in the fighter meeting. He's not concerned about him, but he's been in there with Miguel Cotto. He's been in there with Margarito. Some big, heavy punching welterweights.
Big guys with heavy punches.
Matthysse rarely in a boring fight. In fact, he was in a 2014 fight of the year against John Molina Jr. A fight he won by 11th round knockout.
In the 2 southpaw losses that Matthysse has on his record, which are both very controversial, he started slow. He lost a lot of the early rounds and had to come back to score knockdowns and to fight hard and to again the fight.
Like you said, usually Pacquiao's a lot more on his toes, bouncing in and out. Not so far in this fight.
No, I expected him to use a lot more footwork to stay away from Mathisse's power, but he's not giving Matthysse much respect at this point.
And a nice little closing salvo gets this crowd back on their feet. There's Joel Diaz in the corner of Matthysse. He's faced Pacquiao twice with Timothy Bradley.
No más que meter la izquierda. La estás bloqueando bien, pero acuérdate. Hay que
He's got a good left. You got to watch out for it.
También. No nomás hacer lo mismo,
You also got to
nomás decir cuando él avienta, hey, bájate. Estás haciendo muy bien.
keep moving side to side. Stay away.
Disminuye un poquito. Trae energía, ¿ok?
Manny, step back a bit before you throw your punches. Don't stay right in front. Keep moving.
This bout marking the first time in 17 years that Freddie Roach is not in Pacquiao's corner. Instead, it's Buboy Fernandez. How will that affect things, in your opinion, Chris?
You know, I don't think it's going to have much of an effect unless this fight goes late and becomes a really competitive bout. You know, the work has been done. Buboy was always in camp with Pacquiao.
Freddie Roach was in Pacquiao's corner in his last fight. Of course, that was a losing effort, very controversially so, to Jeff Horn. And then really never told Freddie Roach that he was quote-unquote fired or that he wasn't using him again. He just kind of moved on to Buboy.
Yeah, it's, you know, I was surprised to hear that.
Nice shot there from Pacquiao. Told us he thought Matthysse was going to come to him, but it's Pacquiao pushing the pace, as he so often has done in his star-studded career.
Mathisse's team did allude to his boxing skills and that he was going to use of his actual boxing instead of brawling in this fight.
Matthysse said he used to be more of a boxer, but got some bad decisions that didn't go his way. He said, I had to change my style. I don't want it to go to the judges anymore.
Neither one of these guys seem like they want this fight to go the distance anyway.
Finally, this crowd has settled in a little bit here. Halfway through round 2, scheduled for 12. There's a nice little right hand now.
Pacquiao is showing a very effective right jab.
There's a jab from Matthysse. Straight left. That's the punch that Diaz warned Matthysse about in the corner.
The thing about fighting Pacquiao is every time you throw a punch, you leave an opening. And he's so good at using his speed and his timing to get there. When you think you're launching an attack, you're actually already getting countered.
There's a counter left from Matthysse. Didn't have a lot behind it.
Good right hand from Matthysse.
Manny Pacquiao fighting for the first time here in Malaysia. This is the biggest sporting event this country may have ever seen since 1975, when Muhammad Ali defended his world title here. Pacquiao's speed. And another good round for the Filipino. Let's show you some of Pacquiao's handiwork there in round 2 as he scored a few nice shots against Matthysse.
The story of Manny Pacquiao's recent success in this fight has been the right hand. He's been landing a nice right hooks and jabs over the top of Matthysse. You see a nice shot there, right on the jaw over the jab of Matthysse. Like I said, every time you reach and throw a punch, you leave an opening. Manny is an expert at getting to those openings.
And is it just me, Chris, or is Matthysse kind of having trouble finding his balance and his tempo so far?
Yeah, it seems like he's not exactly sure where Manny is. Manny's footwork is one of his best skills, and it seems to be throwing Mathisse's balance and power off quite a bit.
This is Matthysse' third fight at welterweight. He said his first one was a little awkward, second one settled in more, and now claims that he is a true welterweight now in every sense of the word.
Manny's still being cautious. He has a dangerous man in front of him.
Matthysse showing no signs of life right now, backpedaling. Pacquiao had Jeff Horn in a lot of trouble in his last fight in round 9. Couldn't close the show. Vowed to do so tonight if he got Matthysse in trouble. The last time Pacquiao stopped anybody was 2009. A lot of people have written Pacquiao off, said he's too old, should have retired, shouldn't be doing this anymore. But right now, Chris, he looks like a man reinvented.
Yeah, if they can people eat their words on that one, that's for sure. That was a beautifully timed left uppercut off the jab. He was setting Matthysse up with that right jab for the left hand the whole time.
Pacquiao with his trademark smashing of the gloves together to pump himself up.
Matthysse still looks like he's in a bit of trouble. Caught a nice right hook there.
Matthysse on unsteady feet for sure. Less than a minute to go here in round 3. It's been all Manny so far.
Good body work there by Pacquiao. Coming back with that left uppercut again. You can see Manny's using that right jab to walk Matthysse into his left hand.
Has Matthysse survived the storm here as he throws a right hand?
It certainly seems so, but with Pacquiao, you're in a ring with that man, you're never safe. Pacquiao needs to be careful as well. He's walking into the power hand of Matthysse, that right hand, looking to set up that left hand.
Matthysse used to getting up off the canvas to win fights. He's done it several times before. Let's see if he can find himself here between rounds 3 and 4.
Hey, acuérdese, usted ha caído y se ha levantado. Okay,
You've fallen, but you stood up.
Le pegaste un golpe y se paró. Ok, pero mira, acuérdate, esa izquierda la está metiendo de open y recta. Cerradito.
When you throw your left, you gotta go with it straight.
All right, let's take a look at this knockdown here. You see Manny Pacquiao using his right hook to slide that left uppercut right through the guard of Matthysse. He'd been using that right hand the first 2 rounds, set Matthysse up perfectly. He ducks to his left, eats that uppercut, gets put on the seat of his pants. Beautiful shot. Didn't see it coming. As I always say, the punch you don't see is the one that hurts you the most. Good setup and well-timed by Manny Pacquiao.
So what's the game plan here for round 4? Does Pacquiao go right after him again, or does he say, hey, he weathered the storm, let me just kind of settle in a little bit?
I say he goes right back to the drawing board. Go back to that right hand, keep using the jab and hook over the top, set it up again.
And for Matthysse, what now?
Matthysse needs to step on the gas pedal now. He's got to look to counter with that right hand. He's got to straighten that thing out and land some power to get some respect.
We haven't seen any of that power from Matthysse so far. That power that's given him 36 knockouts and 39 wins.
You know, Matthysse is a puncher, and most of the time a puncher needs to be set to deliver that power. Manny doesn't allow you to do that. He keeps that right jab on you. He's changing angles constantly, spinning out and making you miss.
He caught Matthysse with a right hand as the Argentinian came inside. Now backs him up with a left. Who would have thought that Pacquiao would be the boss in there tonight? Sensing something special is about to happen again as Matthysse goes down to the body. Chris, you felt Pacquiao's power 4 years ago in Macau, China. How hard can he hit?
You know, there's a lot of talk about him not taking his power because he hasn't scored a knockout in a long time. That's not the case. He always had the power. He still had the power. I felt his power when we were fighting. He's a very, very good puncher. That's not what he stops guys with. It's combinations. That's what he's most known for, being a relentless power puncher with speed. We haven't seen as much of that relentless speed as he's moved up in weight, but he still has that power.
Good right hand there. First one of the fight that lands for Matthysse.
And that's the punch that Matthysse needs to land. A straight right hand, right down the middle, right on the chin, just the way Canizales did in the fight with Lubin.
Good jab there from Pacquiao. So round 4 has certainly gone better for Matthysse, but still not showing what he wants to show. And that's being able to bully Manny around a little bit.
Matthysse looking very uncertain right now.
Every time he throws a punch, his hands come right back to his body, anticipating the counter shot from Pacquiao.
We're going to see Matthysse land that straight right hand, which I was saying is going to be his key to victory. And then we can see Manny Pacquiao's best punch here. Straight left hand to the body there, and then one up top. And then we've got another left hand that Pacquiao landed later in the round. Slips, throws his combination, and then looking to set up that left hand again. As Matthysse jab, Pacquiao slips his head to the outside, shoots the straight left hand down the middle. Like I said, whenever you throw a punch, you leave an opening. Manny's a master of finding those.
You got to get ahead of him. Don't be the counter puncher.
Cover your jabs up. Look for the straight 1-2. Just keep defense all the time, right? Keep your hands up. This guy's still dangerous.
You know, yesterday Pacquiao was convinced, Chris, that he was going to be the counter puncher, that Matthysse was going to come to him. Talk about a complete 180.
Yeah, no, he's come out. He's been walking his man down since round number 1. He's been utilizing his jab, setting him up. Honestly, putting Matthysse where he wants him. Very different than a counter fighter like you said he was going to be.
And Boo Boy Fernandez, as you can hear from our translator, saying, don't counter punch. You be first. Nice left. Started with a jab, and then a left. Nice back. Matthysse back against the ropes again. Good counter right there from Pacquiao. Things going about as well as they possibly could so far for the 39-year-old from the Philippines. Good jab there from Matthysse.
Pacquiao still needs to be cautious. He's a man that's dangerous for all 12 rounds. Pacquiao's answering everything at this point.
Mathisse's been hit by some of the hardest punchers out there. Victor Postol, Ruslan Provodnikov, Danny Garcia.
It seems that Manny Pacquiao's power is different than all those guys. There you go. Matthysse needs to get loose there. Get his shoulder rhythm going, get his upper body, level change, let that right hand go. He seems to be letting Manny dictate the pace and is really throwing off his rhythm.
Yeah, he's never gotten comfortable. Starting to feel a little bit more so here in round 5 or so it seems.
We got a clash of heads, 2 of them already.
Okay, here we go.
The referee Kenny Bayless warning both fighters.
There you go. Now you're seeing Matthysse get a little bit looser. That's one thing about Manny Pacquiao from myself from being in the room with him. He's very good at breaking up your rhythm. You find your rhythm and then boom, he pops you with a shot, changes an angle, you got to start over. It seems like Matthysse is experiencing that right now.
Oh, and a left hand, a good one there for Lucas Matthysse. It was a jab, and it landed right on the butt. And there's a right hand. Finally, Matthysse finding some success. The best round so far for Matthysse. Not sure he won it. Just when you thought Matthysse was finding his form, he takes a knee. The second knockdown of the fight for Pac-Man.
Was it the right hook? I gotta see the replay. Yeah, see a little
te voy a
swelling
poner
in
este
the eye.
pinche pelo bien fácil, cabrón. Este güey ya no quiere nada, está cansado. No más que tú estás metiendo
Manny's
ganas.
tired, he's nothing. Don't think too much of him.
Vamos con frente a buscarlo.
You're strong, come on, you gotta win this.
Bloqueo vivo, tampoco
Stay
feo,
up.
Bloqueando, chicando, pero mirando el frente, no me mire para el piso.
Let's see
Porque ahí cuando
exactly
viene los
what
golpes,
happened,
él disminuyó. Él está disminuyendo.
I believe it was a right hook off of Manny's jab. Lands the jab there, flicks another jab, and wings a right hook over the top. Slicing right hook seemed to just nick Matthysse under the eye.
One more look here.
Okay. Yeah, it's shot in the temple. A lot of times that can take your equilibrium, take your legs away from you. Matthysse may have felt that and decided that it was better for him to take a knee there and recover.
Either way, Mathisse's been down twice, and he's already in the I need a knockout to get a win type of territory. Entering round 6 here, scheduled for 12. The WBA Welterweight Championship of the World on the
Low
line.
blow,
And a
very
low blow.
low, very low.
Take your time. Take your time.
And even though that was most likely unintentional, it gives Matthysse a lot of time here to recollect himself.
Much needed time. Although he looks very steady on his legs, even in the beginning of this round. So.
Up, up, up.
Well, Matthysse told us this will not go the distance, and he looks like he's going to be right, but it may not be him that gets the win.
Oh, good right hook there again. Nice counter by Manny Pacquiao.
You can sense the, I don't know if it's fear, but the concern Matthysse has for Pacquiao's power. As soon as he throws a punch, not only does he cover up, Chris, but he's taking steps backwards.
Well, he's getting hit with everything at this point. Manny is landing the jab, the straight left hand, the right hook. And he's really been able to blunt the power of Matthysse.
Everything coming up roses so far for Pac-Man.
But Pacquiao's doing it in a very controlled manner. He's not getting reckless like he was when he was fighting Marquez that fateful fourth time before he got knocked out. Staying very composed, using his right hand, making Matthysse miss and reach.
Matthysse caught him there, but Pacquiao handled it very well, and it's still coming forward.
That was one thing I was very surprised with when I fought Manny, that his defense is as good as it is. He's very, very good at changing his range and making you miss and also reach.
And now, just like he did in the last round, Matthysse starting to land some punches, but that's when Pacquiao caught him and sent him down to the canvas again.
Ooh, good right hook again. And a left hook. And a body shot as well.
And now Matthysse firing back at least.
Matthysse may be better off just going for broke. Let his hands go, plant his feet, throw some power shots. Maybe catch Pacquiao as he's coming in.
Couple jabs there for Matthysse. Still trying to find his rhythm 6 rounds into the fight. Pacquiao found his rhythm playing the guitar in the locker room before this fight even started. He was so relaxed, and he's carried that into this fight. There's a stiff jab from Matthysse. So a better round, surely, for the Argentinian. Did he do enough to get it?
I don't think so, no. I still think that he was getting hit with a lot of punches in there. He landed more punches than Matthysse did.
Hands up. Combinations
Let's take a look back at that low blow, Chris, that gave Matthysse some very much needed seconds to break.
Yeah, Matthysse was trying to counter underneath one of the shots of Manny Pacquiao, one of his combinations, hit him on the belt line. It was pretty low. Those shots that hit kind of like the hip area are very painful, even if they don't hit you in the groin per se.
So we have reached the halfway point of this fight, and Pacquiao has seemingly won every round, which includes 2 knockdowns. Matthysse called just stepping into the ring against Pacquiao a dream come true, said it was a great honor, but said I will not respect him at all once the bell rings. Pacquiao has earned some respect from Matthysse tonight.
I would certainly say so.
And again with those patented combinations, Pacquiao walks forward. Two there for Pacquiao as the crowd roars its approval of every landed punch. Matthysse, well, I was about to say, is seemingly starting to get back in this fight with this another uppercut and goes back towards the ropes.
Every time he seems to be getting back in the fight and finding his rhythm, Manny hits him with a big shot and he has to start over.
And that uppercut has been one of the best punches in the fight for Pacquiao. He's landed it multiple times.
If you notice, when Manny throws his right hand, Matthysse has the tendency to dip to his right and forward. That's why that left uppercut has been landing so cleanly for Pacquiao. Here he does it again. Manny's walking him into that shot with his right hand.
He's almost 40, Chris, but still, those hands are lightning quick.
Still has the speed, still has his reaction. His footwork is still there. That was the one thing about the Jeff Horn fight. He showed good footwork. He showed boxing skills. Man still has a lot of fight left in him. Now, I will say I saw Manny Pacquiao firsthand eating a steak the day before the weigh-in, which I don't know if not, but it seems to be paying off today because he's looking very strong in there. Oh. Matthysse is out.
And that's it! It's over! Manny Pacquiao is back in a big way! His first knockout in 9 years! The 60th win of his professional career, his 39th knockout. And there were those that said, Chris, that he had no chance against somebody that's a big name in the division like Terrence Crawford or Vasyl Lomachenko. He can't hang with those guys anymore. What say you after seeing this performance?
He showed a lot there tonight. Great poise. He showed the experience. He set the fight up perfectly. He knew exactly what he wanted to do from round number 1 and was consistent and reliable and defensively savvy the entire time. Very, very impressive performance.
He made Lucas Matthysse look very, very ordinary tonight.
He looked pedestrian. He could never get anything going. And that was because of that man right there, Manny Pacquiao.
Muhammad Ali defended his World Heavyweight Championship in Malaysia back in 1975. Manny Pacquiao has won his 11th world title in Malaysia here in 2018.
spit out his mouthpiece during Kenny Bayless's count, and I think that's what signaled Bayless to stop the fight. Generally, when a guy spits his mouthpiece out, he doesn't really be there anymore.
So what next for Manny Pacquiao now, Chris? Who does he fight next? Because you know after this performance, he's going to want to get right back in there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And he's going to want a top fighter. Honestly, I'd like to see the Lomachenko fight. I think that's an interesting matchup. And I think that, you know, Manny being the bigger guy and Lomachenko coming up, I think that makes that an exciting fight.
He's reignited the Pacquiao freight train, that's for sure. He wants big fights, he wants big fighters, and after this performance, who's going to say no?
I think we'll see exactly what we've been seeing all night. Manny Pacquiao using the right jab. Lucas Matthysse dipping forward into his right into the left uppercut, timed perfectly by Manny Pacquiao. And see there, that's where he spit out that mouthpiece, and that's exactly what Kenny Bayless said. This fight's over. So he held the right hook, and then the left hook.
And it doesn't come out right away. It wasn't because of the punch. He just spits it out.
There it is. Yep, at 5, he spit it out. And Kenny Bayless, as soon as he spit it out, he said this fight's over. Again, walking Matthysse into that left hand. And if you're right at the middle, it wasn't the hardest shot that he got hit with tonight, but it was right on the money.
The rumors of his demise have been greatly exaggerated. Manny Pacquiao back on top with a welterweight championship about to be put around his waist. Let's send it into the ring now, and Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, referee Kenny Bayless calls a halt to the contest following the knockdown. The official time, 2 minutes, 43 seconds, round number 7. The winner by TKO victory. And now, once again, he is the welterweight champion of the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
There are 96 million people in his native Philippines. That country comes to a standstill when he fights, and they are going bonkers now, that's for sure, including the thousands that are here tonight. He looked like the Manny Pacquiao of old, Chris. How did he do it?
Honestly, he used the jab. I've been talking about the jab all telecast. I mean, you know, that's the most important punch in the game. He came out, utilized a good sharp jab right over the top of Matthysse, completely nullified his offense throughout, kept him off balance, kept his powers away from him. It was exactly what Manny Pacquiao needed to do.
Let's go into the ring now. Diane Castillejo with the new champ.